I feel very honored to have been given the task to introduce our guests for our 112th Foundation Anniversary. Our distinguished keynote speaker is a public servant like all of us here. He is well loved by people not only in the entertainment industry but also in politics. His life experiences, work experiences, and his education has led him to where he is now. For his primary education, he went to Rosario Almario Elementary School and then at Tondo High School for his secondary education. He earned a degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration in 2003 from the International Academy of Management and Economics. He also took Bachelor of Laws at Arellano University, where he was able to finish sophomore level. The Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila has awarded him in 2014 the honorary degree of Doctor of Humanities on Community Development. He started with his public service when he was elected as City Councilor in 1998. After being a 3-term City Councilor, he ran for the Vice Mayor and was elected as a City Vice Mayor in 2007 until his term ended in 2016. He continued his public service as Chairman, President of the National Railways Corporation in 2017, and later on, in 2018, became the Undersecretary for Luzon Affairs and Special Concerns of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. In recognition of his being a public servant, the Gawad America Foundation has awarded him the most outstanding Filipino in the field of public service, while the People Asia magazine has given him the Top 10 Men Who Matter Award. To further enhance his knowledge and skills, he attended the Emerging Leaders Executive Program and Executive Foundation Program of the John F. Kennedy School of Government at the Harvard University. He also attended the University of Oxford's Strategic Leadership Program, as well as the International Visitors Leadership Program on U.S. mayors and local government of the U.S. State Department. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Honorable City of Manila Mayor, Yorme Francisco Isko Moreno Dumagoso.
Magandang umaga po. Maraming salamat po sa tagapagpakilala at medyo konting paumahin lang. Baka medyo maungo ako ng konti pa. Hindi masyado maintindihan. But okay naman na. Hindi na ulit mag-tutorial. To our Director Gerardo Legaspi, PGH Director, sir, to Dr. Carmencita Padilla, Chancellor UP, Manila, Ms. Marjorie L. Torres, Chief Admin Officer, Dr. Argel Ramirez, Fellow, Department of Surgery, and Dr. Crisostomo Arcilla Jr., Chair, 112 PGH Foundation Celebration Committee. At sa lahat ng doktor, mag-aaral, trabahador, empleyado, at retirees, magandang araw po sa inyo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Kasi na kayo kagabi, itong Plaza Rueda. Are you familiar with Plaza Rueda? The one in the corner of United Nation and Top Avenue. Yung nandun si McDo sa si Jollibee. Pero lamang hapon si McDo. Nalinis na po siya. Tapos yata yung mga alas 11 ng gabi. But so far, that's for you. This is within striking distance from your institution. But today, I would like to congratulate those who will retire and retirees na. You have all the time in this world. Magmumuni-muni. But you enjoy it. I know some of you would want to go back to public service. Alam niyo, sa totoo lang, masarap naman talaga public service. Maraming portion lang na medyo hindi ka napapansin sa mga bagay na ginagawa mo. But at the end of the day, saan ka ba naman nakakita ng trabaho sa mundo? Tumutulong ka na sa tao, may sweldo ka pa. Di ba? Not everybody will given that opportunity. So that's why I always tell our co-employees in City Hall, especially yung mga matatagal na, sabi ko, huwag kayo mawawalan ng pag-asa. Malay ninyo, someday, somehow, may leader din na talagang magmamalasakit sa kanyang kapwa at sa kanyang mga kasamang kawani. Sapagkat, alam nyo, in government service, total, ito yung mga pagkilala sa mga empleyado. No? Sa ating institusyon. Alam mo yung government service, ano dyan, yung usong-uso dyan, yung demoralization.
Hello.
Nakita ko po yun talaga for so many years. That's why I came up with a policy since July 1. Sabi ko, walang mapopromote dahil kumpare ni ganito, kumpare ni ganyan. Ang mapopromote because of service rendered. Dapat kung sino yung antigo, siya yung mapromote. Inuuban na nga sa public service. You know why I did that? When I became the Vice Mayor, salamat sa inyo, kung pinotun nyo akong Vice Mayor, meron 27 items or 25 items in my office. 24 film. No, binabasa ko yung, stop yan, no? Binabasa ko. Meron yung 27 years, walang promotion kahit isa. And yet, pag tinignan mo yung PDS, marami na nanganauna sa kanya. Yung iba nga, nag-retire pa eh. So, sabi ko, parang may mali yata. Sabi ko, bakit hindi ma-promote? Eh, sir, siyempre wala siya. Kasi kung civil service ang issue, wala akong problema. You cannot be promoted if you are not qualified because everybody should pass through that process. But if there's no problem with civil service, then bakit hindi ka ma-promote? There's vacancy, there's vacuum. Then, to cut the long story short, that is my second day as being the Vice Mayor in 2007. Second day. O fourth day, 24 yung na-promote. Isa lang inakyat ko. Inakyat ko din yung isa. Inakyat ko yung isa. Inakyat ko yung isa. Hindi lahat na-promote. not a rocket science. Even your teachers here in UP will agree with me. It's just simple logic. So that's why we in City Hall nowadays, I give a directive that so that yung mga taong inugat na sa gobyerno, bago man lamang sila mag-retire, makamit nila yung pinakamataas na posisyon. Hindi lahat mangyayari, pero makamit man lamang ng tao na yun, yung mga qualified. Yun ang naging patakaran ngayon sa City Hall. Kaya po ngayon, katakot-takot ang promotion ng pipirmahan ko. Eh kasi lahat napapapromote. But be that as it may, sinare ko lang sa inyo because I think your institution recognizes your share through these years of service to our country, to our fellow men. So, in behalf of the people of Manila, because one way or another, marami kayong tinulungan sa amin ng mga taga-lungsod ng Maynila. Maraming salamat sa service na pinagkaloob niyo sa amin mga retirees. Thank you very much. All those years, na ilang beses na kayo nabaha sa kanto ng Paura at tapat niyo. Kailangan yung lusuin. At ilang beses na rin kayong muntik madapa sa bangketa ng Paura at Pedro Hill dahil puro mantiga ng kwek-kwek. We would like to thank you. To those who are still in public service, continue. Please do so. Katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, umulat bumagyo, magkaroon ng dilubyo, at 15 at 30, may sweldo ka. Matik. Ngayon, naka-ATM pa eh. Pwede mo nga yung sanlan.
Alam na.
Masyado makatawa eh. But, ang sarap kasi ng ang sarap ng public service. Although, mas maraming portion na may pighati ka, mas maraming portion na parang kang hindi na-appreciate. Nitapikin ka man lang, hindi ka matapik. Uy, kumusta ka na? Walang ganun. But, more than anything else, when you see things are being done, or things are put into right perspective, and you know you're part of it. Di ba, pag nagmumuni-muni ka, nyamanyanga-nyanga ka, di ba? I'm part of that. You have something to share for with your family. Something to be proud of yourself. That's why, ang mga bahagi kawani ng pamahalaan at kayo itong institusyon ito, magpatuloy kayo. Meron lang akong ipakikiusap. And I will share it to you. Recently, I ordered all our medical staff to smile.
To smile.
Ano naman si Isko, napaka-petty. Pati ba naman yung smile? Kailangan maging polisiya. Opo, I talked to our directors, doctors, nurse, utilities, everybody. I talked to them about a few days ago. Sabi ko sa kanila, pwede ba makisuyo sa inyo? Kung di man kabigatan, pwede bang humiti naman kayo sa mga kliyente natin? I know that you're tired. No question. People get tired. Stress, sa work, sa bahay, sa economy. Maraming faktor ang I know you're tired. But unang-una, pinasok natin yung public service. In public service, basta ako kasi ang katwiran ko sa public service, especially in democracy. In democracy, 50% plus 1 lang. The minimum numbers is 51%. So you will never please everybody. But, pag nag-smile ang doktor, nag-smile ang nurse, nag-smile ang ating mga co-workers, gagaang ang sitwasyon. Alam niyo bakit? Tingnan ninyo, lalo na kayo PGs. Ito, relate na relate kayo. It will never be enough. Yung services na binibigay natin as healthcare institution, gamot, it will never be enough. Especially sa mga may hirap. Why? Kasi sensitive, ito, I'm now going to speak in behalf of a poor family. Yung Hawaii, nung nagtayo ako, dinala ko sa San Lazaro ng nanay ko. This is now our point of view. No? My mother's point of view. Inanay ko, kailangan akong iwan sa tabing kama. Buti na lang nung araw, may, mababait ang mga kapitbahay mo sa sa hospital bed. Sinanay ko, siya to go back to para maglabaga. Kasi kailangan ko ng dextrose na yung kulay dilaw na dextrose. Kasi nga, nag-argument yung ko. So, para meron yung bandage. But it's not available at the time, so my mother had to... Imagine niyo, isang anak lang ako ng nanay ko. Solong tagapagmana ng malaking bundukin pa. But, can you, Jade, isang anak lang ako, kailangan pa akong iwan. Anong gano'ng kakahirap sa magulang yun? Bigat yun, ha? Kasi, kailangan niyang gumawa ng abilidad. So, the point is, bumalik halimbawa nanay ko, nakasimangot yung doktora, o nakasimangot yung nurse. Anong tingin niyo mangyayari? Awa yun. Kasi buryong na yung kliyente natin, na hindi natin alam ang tunay niyang sitwasyon. Kaya sinabi ko sa mga doktor, nurse, sabi ko, ngitihan niyo lang. Tanong, may bayad ba yun?
Wala.
May bayad?
Wala.
Talaga?
Wala.
Promise? Hindi mahirap gawin. Anyway, ang mahirap gawin, yung may bayad. Tama? So, sabi ko kasi sa amin, kung ako yung mahirap, pag ako minitiyan mo, kahit na alam kong binibilang ko na lang yung araw ko, baga alam minsan, kwentada mo naman, tansyada mo sarili mo. Ayan na. Malapit na. Mararamdaman mo naman di ba? When you are appreciated, there's certain level of compassion. Or at least, ma-misinterpret niya pa yung pag-smile mo. Baka isipin niya, love mo siya. Yeah. This is now, I don't know, but when you smile at me, I'd love to receive it. Especially at the lowest moment of my life. Sa pinaka-kasadlakan ng sitwasyon ko, ngilitian ako ng isang profesional. Diba para bang, wow, mahal pa pala ako ng mundo. So, kulang yung gamot. Hindi na siya magagalit. Bakit? Di ba, kailangan niya, amoxicillin. Tinitira ko nung ilang araw na Ano na yan, Demaxicillin ba yun? Demaxicillin, basta. 300 milligrams yung tinira ko kanina. But, di ba, kulang yung gamot. Hindi na siya magdadamdam. Bakit? Binigyan mo siya ng Kispirin Binigyan mo siya ng Yakapsul Di ba? So, kapag yun naramdaman ng mga ating mga kliyente, mano pa, yung mga maliliit na kababayan natin. I think, more than the money, you'll see the faces of those clients of ours. So, sa mga magpapatuloy sa public service, I'm not here to direct you, but I'm telling you a story that I think the 6 hospitals of Manila, run and owned by the local government, will keep on smiling. And I hope you do the same.
Survivor. Nice inspiration.
Paano yun pagka iniwan ako ng boyfriend ko? Smile pa rin ako. Alam mo yung hugot. Isa lang sagot ko dyan. Di ba ka boyfriend mo? Di ba ka? Bubon, palitan mo agad. Marami naghihintay sa kabilang kanto. There's so many peace in the house. Sabi nga. But again, lastly, I'm grateful, Doc. Maraming salamat sa pagkakataon na binigay niyo sa akin na maging bahagi ng programa ninyo. I will see you again immediately after my birthday.
Kailan sir ang birthday mo? Kailan ang birthday?
May meron ako, maaaring hindi nyo lang, meron akong 2 lugar na paborito rito sa PDH. 2 lugar lang yan. This is San Barrio sa Villa Beatricia.
Villa Beatricia.
Ayun, warning.
Pediatrics.
Ayun, basta yun. O, yung isa naman yung pinasyalan namin ni Doc nung nakaraan. Yung sa cancer. So, I see you before or after my birthday.
Kailan birthday niyo?
Inaahasa ako pa yung blade ko, Doc. Marami akong ahatawin na... kasi lahat sila gusto magregalo sa birthday ko. O, di ba? Your credit is good, but we need cash. May awa yun. Hindi ko na madadali ko. So far, maganda yung trajectory. Inibitahan ko nga pala kayo sa birthday ko. October 24. Punta tayo sa amin. Kain tayo sa inyo. You know, my birthday is October 24. Nung wala akong... sorry, may daldal ako. Share ko lang kasi baka marami may mga hugot dito sa buhay. You might be suffering into certain level of hirap sa buhay. Alam mo yan, araw-araw yan. You know, my mother would... birthday ko, no? Sabi sa akin ng nanay sa... Nay, anong regalo ko? Ano? PI. Tulog mo yan. Tulog mo yan. Bukas, tapos na birthday mo. But my mother and my father, you know, kasi nanay ko rewara eh. Tatay ko Ilonggo. Karaya. Very contradicting talaga yung dalawa. Pero bagay na bagay sila. Then they would give me Coke. Yung syllable nung araw. Yung bote. So yun ang birthday gift ko. But there are always, there is two sides of the coin. The bad side and the good side. So habang wala akong birthday celebration, pinagsisimba na lang ako ng nanay ko. Yung buong eskwelahan, sinicelebrate ang birthday ko. Yes, and they all wear costume. Sabi ko siya, there's two sides of the coin.
United Nations.
They will line up and greeting me. Miss Philippines, Miss America, because it's United Nations Day. Kaya, yung mga teacher ko, lagi akong binabatuan, loko-loko ka talaga. Nakaway pa ako. Because you really have to find happiness in front of you. Pag ang hinanap mo dahilan sa buhay, hindi ka mauubusan ng dahilan. Mas konti ang sagot. Mas marami ang dahilan. Kaya kung ikaw ay lagi mong hahanapin, yung anong wala sa iyo, malungkot ang buhay mo. Kasi ang talagang wala sa iyo, huwag mo nang hanapin. Ang ipagpasalamat mo sa Diyos ay ano ang meron kang nasa harapan mo ngayon. Dahil pag yan ang hinanap mo, tapos makikita mo sa katabi mo, nasa kanya yung hinahanap mo, ang tawag dyan, inggit. Tama ba? And the most dangerous virtue of a person is envy. That is a historical fact. If you have that kind of virtue, it will destroy a lot of people and even cities for that matter. Kaya po sa inyo, totoo, iba rito, nakabeta destino mo. Yung iba naman, naka-aircon. So what? I'm still part of this institution. Everybody has a reason to exist. Kaya ka nandoon, yung doktor, hindi kayang gawin yung ginagawa mo. Tama? That is your value. And that's how you appreciate yourself. And when you do that, naturally, you're going to smile. Because you love what you're doing. Floor manager. Table manager. You manage the floor, you manage the table. So the doctor can operate. Without you, he cannot operate. Tama ba? So, pag tinignan mo siya, lahat pala kami dito may halaga. Pantay-pantay pala kami. Hindi lang kami nagkakatalo, medyo nagkakatalo lang kami sa sweldo. Pero pag wala ko, hindi rin siya makakakilos. Pag wala naman siya, kawawa naman ang institusyon namin. So if I'm going to make this place clean, if I'm a utility, kasi mas worse ang pinasok kong trabaho. If I'm going to be, pag napalinis ko ng maestro, mas magaan ang trabaho ng doktor, baka masaya si doktor habang binihiwa niya yung bitukan ng tao. At makita niya kaagad at nasulba yung sakit. I mean, these things, I think there are psychologists here or they will know if we are, this is a scientific effect sa physical or emotional and psychological effect sa isang tao. So, nabanggit ko lang yun. So, anyway, I don't want to take much of your time. Baka mag-abono pa ako. Sabi, merienda lang daw eh. Kapag namit ko ng alas 12, ako na magbabayan. Last, mga kababayan na taga Maynila, mga kababayan namin Pilipino na hindi taga Maynila, ngunit dumadako sa Maynila araw-araw. Meron po akong pakisuyo sa inyo. I would like to take this opportunity, pasensya na, I'll grab this opportunity. Anyway, we have to deal with each other every day. The people and the government. I would like to take this opportunity. Nakikisuyo po ko sa lahat sa inyo. Buong kababaang loob. Gusto niyo ba talagang mabago ang Maynila? Yes! Promise? Yes! Wait. Promise? Yes! And this is the time. I'm begging you, buong kababaang loob nakikisuyo ko sa inyo. Tulungan niyo po ako. Hindi ko po kaya mag-isa. Dito, marami pa po dito uubusin ako ang oras. Parang ako ang pusa naghahanap ng daga. Mas mauubos ang oras ko sa cat and mouse situation. But I will not stop and I will never complain. Ang kalamangan ko lang at kalugian nila, sila kailangan nilang matulog. Ako sanay na walang tulog. Hindi naman masamang problema yun. Huwag mong problemahin yung wala kang tulog. Ang problemahin yung wala kang gising. pinapagalitan na nga ako ng doktor ko eh. Tinigilan ko na. Tinigilan ko na yung doktor ko. But, going back, gusto yun naman, no? Mga simple lang hihingin ko sobra. And I know you can do it. I know you did it also during the early times of your life. Pwede ba sa pedestrian kayo tumawid? Pwede? Pwede! Tapos, ibabalik ko sa inyo yung bangketa ng Paura, Rosa, Pedrin. Bangketa kayo? Pwede? Pwede! Kaya? Kaya! Promise? Tapos, pag nakita ninyo no parking sign, pwede huwag yung paradaan. Parang hindi kayo nakarelate, wala kasi kayong kotse, no? Mga doktor lang may kotse, no? No, I'm asking you this because I don't want to ask for more. Let me handle other problems, but don't give me or add up to the smallest problem in this community. What? This is pinakamaliit na batas, jaywalking. Pinakamaliit yun. Pero this case, pag hindi siya na pinapansin, create chaos, creates anarchy in the streets. So I'm asking you, kung kayo'y papasok sa Manila, let's adopt that concept of the bubblegum concept of Mr. Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew. Ano yung bubblegum? O tayo naman, di naman tayo masyadong mahilig sa bubblegum. Mahilig tayo sa horse. Saka sa stork.
Wala nang stork. Wala na. Horse na. Saka Max. Max.
Hindi na kasi ako mahilig sa candy. Nung bata ako, mahilig ako sa candy. Ngayon, hindi na ako mahilig sa mga sweet. Sweet na ako eh. Kapal na. Imagine if everybody, about 1.2 million, we have about 1.8 million nighttime population and 3 million daytime. That's about 1.2 million foot traffic go in and out of Manila every day. Just one store. Candy. Plastic. Tinapon mo. That's 1.2 million. Plus, simple lang. Si Lee Kuan Yew, sabi niya, we have about 6 million visitors in our country who will chew bubblegum and spit it in our roads. So every year, we will have 6 million bubblegums in our asphalt and roads. Another year without doing anything, that's going to be 12 million. And the year after that, it's going to be 18 million. And our roads will be filled up with bubblegum. Makes sense. Then the people will ask to clean up the streets. Then I'm going to send people in government whom you pay for their salary. Then I'm going to utilize facilities of government unnecessarily. Sabi niya, okay, tama nga naman, pinagbawal niya yung bubblegum. Hindi sa pagkain. Pwede kang tumira ng bubblegum, pero pag idudura mo, ilagay mo sa tamang sisidlan. Which makes sense. Kaya ang hiningi ko na sa inyo, pinakamabisa, ay pinakamagaan. Don't you ask your jeepney driver, Mama, para. Balik niyo yung araw. Mama, para sa tabi. Nalala niyo yung araw? Kayo rin naman may kasalanan eh. Mama, para! Sabi mo eh. Hindi nasa gitna kayo ng tayo. Pero nung nanay ko, nung araw, nung bata ako, Mama, para sa tabi. Tatabi yun. Ay, tingnan niyo, I'm just trying to make refresh your mind. Reminisce. Why our parents, during their time, everybody follows? Is it because of the government faults alone? No. Or is it also us? Our attitudes attitude towards others. So kaya, ngayon, pwede bang ibalik natin yung natutunan natin sa mga nanay at tatay natin? Kung paano sila nung araw. Tanong, kaya ba ng mga nanay at tatay natin? Kaya rin ba natin? Yes. Naman. Walang tosgas yun. Laway-laway lang yun. But if we're going to do, if we help each other, all of us, then Manila will be vibrant again. Then Manila will be great again. Then Manila, all of us during our time, we can prove to this world that Manila is the Paris of the East. I did not claim that. It's our ancestor who built and create and sell Manila as Paris of the East. In the likes of architect Burnham and so on and so on. So now, let's accept there is a challenge. Huwag na natin manisi ng mga nagdaang panahon. Yung mga hugot katulad ng payo ko sa boyfriend mo, iwanan mo na pag pinagpalit ka. Move on. Let's move on. Accept the problem. Don't you ever deny that there is a problem. Especially pagka ikaw ay kinukuha ang attention mo. Why? Alam naman ng tao sino may gawa nun. Kaya nga nila sinipa yun sa gobyerno eh. Tama? And the best way to do it is to address it. Now, I want to address each and every sector, each and every problem, one day at a time. I will not do the shotgun thing. Be patient. I will not sleep. Give it a chance. If I can do it every day, 24 hours a day, so be it. If I have to pay the price, so be it. But I cannot do it alone with 43 million square meters of land, with 896 barangay, 100 zones, and thousands of institutions in our, buildings, for that matter, just to be safe. So, kailangan ko ng pagkikisa at pagkikipagtulungan ninyo. Bibig ko, buong kababaan ko, pakisuyo lang. Subukan nyo lang itong formula ko. Yung formula ko hindi bago. Yung formula ko, letter A ng alphabet. Basic among the basic. And people's participation in basic programs is much needed. Malaki ang bahagi ng katagumpayan ng pamahalaan kapag ang mamamayan ay kasapi, nakikialam at nakikipagtulungan sa kanyang pamahalaan. So, mahalaga po kayo. Tulungan niyo ako at bigyan natin ng pagkakataon ang lungsod ng Maynila. Doon sa mga taga-Maynila at doon sa mga naging bahagi ang lungsod ng Maynila, sinisingil ko na kayo. This is the time for you to pay it forward. Not for me, not for yourself. Because the future generations deserves a good, better, clean, green, peaceful Manila. Yun ang ibibigay natin sa susunod na salitan. Magandang araw po sa inyo. Congratulations. Happy Foundation Day. Congratulations sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat. Nawa, pagpalain kayo ng buong may kapal. Manila! God first!
Once again, thank you very much to the City of Manila, Yorme Francisco Isko Morena Domagoso.